Seriously, that was the greatest weekend of football ever. Of course we know, Ryan Tannehill isn't that good. Like, yeah. Aaron Rodgers is out of Green Bay. Like, we know that. It's never easy to beat Tom Brady. Why? And Patrick Mahomes is the Grim Reaper. Jalen got burned.
Brady's going to hand it off. It's falling. He's going to take it to the end zone. Stafford. Deep downfield. He's got caught. And that stops the clock. Well, San Francisco's get down there. Stafford. Deep downfield. He's got caught again. He's in the 10. San Francisco's get down there. We gotta clock it. We gotta get the line out of the top 5 of the offensive line. 30 yards to win the game. Landing. Puts it. Whoa. It's 17 seconds. Hundreds of thousands around the planet. The kick is gone. It's going to overtime. Whatever quarterback has the ball last time. Guess what? Just give me 3 seconds. I'll just get down with the
And what's going on, guys? Welcome back to Fun Info. We got the NFL Divisional Round Sunday recap. This is by far 2022 has been the best divisional round ever. And all these games, I'll give you a spoiler, all went down to the wire. Either way, the Rams came out with this one 30-27. The Bucs were down 27-3. They made it a game. Want to know why? Yeah, the Rams fumbled 4 times. Matt Stafford was absolutely his best game of probably his career. 28 of 38, 366, 2 touchdowns. He was flawless. They did kind of stop playing offense. Cam Akers, gotta admit, he looked pretty darn bad. He had some decent runs. They got to start Sony Michel next week. No offense. They can't afford to do it. But yeah, the Rams go in the NFC Championship. Cam Akers, though, was just bad. He fumbled twice. 24 carries, 48 yards. Can't get that done. Cooper Kupp, he had a bad fumble, but he made up for it. If you make up for it like this, he's one of the reasons they won the game. Yeah, he had that fumble. He literally said that's all he talked about in his press conference. I can't turn over the football. He did. He said that. He said it hurt the team. But he had a great game. Odell was great too. Same thing with Tyler Higbee. Van Jefferson had a couple of big catches. Cam Akers, yeah, he just didn't have that great of a game. Kendall Bland had his first touchdown of the season though. Defensively, they were absolutely Jalen Ramsey got burned on one play overall. I think he had a great game. Other than that play, Von Miller was awesome. Nick Scott was awesome. Aaron Donald was awesome. David Long got burned a couple times, but did make a couple big plays. Darius Williams wasn't good, I'd say. Better than Jalen Ramsey though, because he did say they were going to switch sides, and he did get burned. So yeah. Obana Okoronkwo, I think, played well. Overall, I think they played some good defense. Really good defense. For the Bucs, Brady didn't get going towards the fourth quarter. 30 of 54, 329, touchdown, a pick at his first ever Misconduct. I mean, no, my bad. Unsportsmanlike conduct. Leonard Fournette wasn't great on the ground. Did have 2 touchdowns, though. Mike Evans was really good. He had that 1 big touchdown. Other than that, it kind of got shut down by Jalen Ramsey. He did have a couple catches, though. Gronk had a really good game with some big plays. Yeah, he only had a couple catches, but he made some big plays. And Leonard Fournette was good in the receiving game, too. Didn't drop a pass for once. Defensively, Antoine Winfield Jr. was all over the field. He did get burned a lot, though. Secondary kind of stunk it up. Dominic Sue in the D line was great. He had two strip stack strips. Sean Murphy Bunting had 1, and then Dominic Sue had 2, and Raheem Nunez Roaches I think he recovered the botch snap. Oh yeah, the Rams had a botch snap too. That was their 4th fumble. It was not good. Vita Vea though had a big sack. Overall, this defense played really well. They didn't play that well, but they forced a couple fumbles. So yeah, now let's go to Keys game. Okay, so I said for the Rams offense, run the ball 25 plus times. They did do that. Not for over 175, not even close. Get an early lead and keep it. That was the one thing they didn't do. I'll give them an underscore because Matt Stafford played out of his mind. And Cooper Kupp had a great game other than the fumble. But Cam Akers can't play like that next week if they want to win. And their offense just fell asleep in the second half. Yeah, they had a good touchdown. Matt Stafford had a nice run, but had a QB sneak touchdown. But they can't play like that if they want to win. They got to keep it on the whole game. Got to blow them out. Rams defense was phenomenal. They gave up. Other than that, when Jalen Ramsey got burned, I think they played phenomenal. They did pressure Tom Brady. They did stop the run really good, well, except for a couple of good runs. But the Bucs couldn't run the ball consistently. That's one of the reasons they lost. But the Rams were awesome defensively. I'll give them an underscore because they did have some good play action plays. They just couldn't run the ball consistently. That's the reason they lost the game. Bucs defense, I'm not giving them a minus. So, in the 4th quarter, the Bucs won that game, in my opinion. The Bucs offense was really good in the 4th quarter, but the Bucs defense did force 3 plus, not Matt Stafford turnovers, but they forced 3 turnovers. One of them was an error, but they forced 3 fumbles. That's super hard to do, and when you can do that and recover all of them, you had a good game. Yeah, they gave 30 points. They really got burned by Cooper Kupp a couple times, and they didn't play that well. But I gotta admit, they kind of kept him in the game at some points, so I'll give them that. Next game. So if not, the 3 o'clock game was the game of the year. This one was probably the game of the year. Chiefs won 42-36 in overtime. 5 lead changes. Great game. Josh Allen 27-37, 329, 4 touchdowns. Career game 42-36 final in overtime. Josh Allen was really good on the ground. Devin Singletary had a touchdown. He wasn't great, though. Gabriel Davis had his career game, 8 for 206, 4 touchdowns. Stephon Diggs got literally just shut down. He did have a 2-point conversion, though. Cole Beasley had some big catches, especially in that 4th quarter. Tremaine Edmonds was just not doing his job. I'll put it as simple as I can. He was not staying on Travis Kelce. Matt Milano bailed him out a lot, but Matt Milano wasn't good either. It was really the linebackers. Mike Hyde played amazing. Jordan Poyer got burned a couple times. The tackling, I think, was bad. They couldn't get Mahomes down. They really just couldn't really finish many plays. Yeah, they had 2 sacks, but that was just eaten. They did not play good defense. He had 42 points. Chiefs, Mahomes was great. He didn't force anything. Didn't force anything at all. He was great on the ground. Yeah, 33-44, 378, 3 touchdowns. Of course, he had a Superman touchdown in the 1st quarter on the second drive of the game, I think. 7 for 69 and a touchdown. Clyde Edwards-Helaire was really good on the ground, too. They could run the ball pretty well. Jared Buchanan got 10 carries, led the team. Couldn't really run the ball well. They played really good contain with him. Tyreek Hill, of course, had that long touchdown. Other than that, didn't do a ton, but I'd say he had a good game. 11 for 150 and a touchdown. Travis Kelce, he had a great game. 8 for 96 and a touchdown. Of course, the game winner. Byron Pringle had some big catches and a touchdown. Defensively, Daniel Sorensen wasn't good, I'll be honest. L'Jarius Sneed was inconsistent. Nick Bolton was really good, though. Anthony Hitchens, he was decent. Willie Gay, he was on the field a little, but Melvin Ingram, of course, he's always been good. Jaron Reed did have a big sack. DeAndre Baker, he's not a starter. What did you expect? He gave up a couple touchdowns. Tyrann Mathieu got hurt. They honestly played pretty well without him, though. Okay, now let's go to the keys to the game. Okay, now for the keys to the game. For the Bills offense, run the ball 30 plus times for 35 plus minutes of possession, and same type of efficiency as last week. They were really efficient. They didn't get 7 touchdowns, but Josh Allen ran the ball really well. I don't think they quite got the 30, but they ran the ball a good amount. They didn't get 35 plus minutes. I think it was really even. They're obviously getting a plus. They pulled through when they needed to. Bills defense let them down. Like, I mean, the both defenses played really bad, but the Bills defense just was they couldn't tackle. That was basically it. If they tackled, they would have won this game. They tackled when they played the Bills. The Bills are not a great tackling team. They're really good in coverage. They're honestly pretty physical at some points in the game. Their D-line is physical, but they are not a good tackling team. And yeah, best defense in the NFL. Yeah, these modern defenses aren't usually the best tackling teams. They're not like the hard-nosed guys. And as a result, they ended up looking soft at some points. Bills defense couldn't get a job done. Chiefs, the offense, they didn't make any stupid mistakes, and they did put up 34-5. Ultimately ended up winning the game. Patrick Mahomes was phenomenal. Like, if he plays like that every game for the rest of his career, he'll be the best quarterback ever. I can guarantee it. Chiefs defense stopped the run and contained Josh Allen. They didn't stop the run. They didn't really contain Josh Allen. They're getting a minus. Their offense bailed them out on countless occasions. They did make some big plays, though, at some points in the game. They needed to, but they were not even close to the reason they won, remotely the reason they won the game. As you can see, here's your AFC and NFC Championship, 3 o'clock. Bengals Chiefs, we'll get into that in a little while. 49ers Rams NFC Championship. I got 2 of these teams right, I think. Let's see. Yeah, I picked 2 of these teams to be here. My Super Bowl team, I picked not right. Like, I mean, I was close, I'd say. But, yeah, the Bills aren't winning the Super Bowl this year. Bengals, that's a shock. 49ers, not that big of a shock to me. Like, honestly, they were super inconsistent, but they're at the potential I thought they'd be at the beginning of the season. Either way, guys, like and subscribe. Hope you enjoyed. Here's your conference championships. Greatest NFL divisional round ever, without a doubt. Hope you guys liked it, though. We got the power rankings tomorrow, and then maybe, I don't know, do a fun video in between before we got to get to the keys to the game. But it's getting close to the Super Bowl. Oh, yeah, and I'll do AFC and NFC. I'll go over the rosters and stuff, keys to the game. That should be fun.